And also tonight, a news scandal swirling around Hillary Clinton. Did she or did she not sign a separation form when she left the State Department? Now, it's been very hard to get a straight answer from Hillary Clinton in the White House. But finally, earlier today, State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki admitted this.
We have reviewed Secretary Clinton's official personnel file and administrative files and do not have any record of her signing the OF 109. In addition, after looking into their official personnel files, we did not locate any record of either of her immediate predecessors signing this form. It's not clear that this form is used as part of a standard part of checkout across the federal government or even at the State Department, so we're certainly looking into that.
And keep in mind, just yesterday, our very own Ed Henry tried to get an answer from Hillary Clinton on this very issue.
Hello, Madam Secretary. Did you sign the separation statement before you left state? Did you sign that statement?
Now, my next guest has recently become one of Hillary's most outspoken critics. Joining me now is former Hewlett-Packard CEO, chairman of Unlocking Potential Project, Carly Fiorina, and potential 2016 candidate herself. Carly Fiorina is back with us. Good to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I see everybody's in green. I got my green tie on. All right. Very important, though. If she had signed the separation agreement, it would have said that she did, in fact, abide by the Records Act and had handed over all relevant emails, official emails, as Secretary of State. So this was an important issue. Are we to believe them? You said we shouldn't believe her in the past.
Well, look, I think that Hillary Clinton, in her core, believes this is a partisan issue, the vast right-wing conspiracy. And what she fails to understand is that transparency and trust are a core part of leadership. It's through transparency that trust is built. Trust in a leader's competence, in their capability, in their character. Trust that their actions match their words. And so while Hillary Clinton is acting offended that we're asking these basic questions, remember this is the same woman who told us that Benghazi was as a result of an LA videographer and a demonstration gone bad. So why should we trust her now, when in essence all she said to us is, just trust me, I did the right thing?
You actually took to Twitter and said for something very similar. You know, you said, in effect, Hillary Clinton says to trust us. You said nothing in her track record should suggest we do so. What exactly? Do you mean she's not honest? She's not trustworthy?
Well, I'll just go back to Benghazi, which unfortunately should have been more of an issue in the 2012 campaign. And if I am the nominee, Benghazi and the email gate and her entire track record will be the issue in the 2016 campaign. But let's remember what she said in Benghazi for a month following that purposeful terrorist attack, where it's now clear the State Department knew it was a purposeful terrorist attack. Nevertheless, she told us no. Actually, it was a demonstration gone bad. She apologized many times and told the world that we didn't intend to offend Muslims. A year later, we had arrested one guy, and that's still all we've ever done. And Hillary Clinton went before Congress and asked angrily, what difference does it make why they died? Why would we trust her, given that track record? You
talked about her comment that the Secret Service was guarding her server, and you laughed about it, I think for obvious reasons, that the concern isn't that the server is going to be stolen, but that the server could be hacked. So the Secret Service really can't guard her server.
Well, yes. I mean, let's face it. Sony has been hacked. Bank of America has been hacked. Target has been hacked. Home Depot has been hacked. Obviously, there are very sophisticated people out there who want to gain access to sensitive information, and Hillary Clinton's email clearly counts as sensitive, if not classified, information.
Yeah, the New York Times, interestingly, characterized what may be the beginning of your 2016 campaign as saying that Ms. Fiorina alone can present herself as a natural foil without the added risk of being labeled a sexist man. There have been similar comments. What is your reaction to that?
Well, you know, I think what we need to do as conservatives to win, we need a conservative to unify our party. We can't leave votes on the table as we did in 2012 and 2008. We need a conservative who can reach beyond the party, and we need to draw a very clear contrast between our philosophies, our values, our principles, and theirs. Hillary Clinton will be their nominee, and we have to have a nominee on our side with the courage and the conviction to take the fight to her every time. What is her track record? What are her accomplishments? What are her beliefs? What are her values? What is the consequence of her principles?
You said she's a woman of no accomplishment. She's a former Secretary of State, former senator. No accomplishment?
Yes, it's true. And you know, well, titles are not accomplishments, Sean. Titles are not accomplishments. I've had a lot of titles. They're just titles. They're just positions. What counts is, what have you done? What have you accomplished? And in particular, what have you, Mrs. Clinton, accomplished on behalf of the American people? Have you kept us safer? No. What have you accomplished, honestly, on behalf of women and girls, which she talks a lot about?
Well, let me ask you about that, because she's obviously, the Clinton Foundation has taken a lot of money from countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman, and others that have atrocious human rights record, especially as it relates to the treatment of women. What do you have to say to her about taking the money from those countries?
Well, let's just start by saying that clearly there's a very troubling issue here of conflict of interest when these foreign governments are putting money into the Clinton Foundation while she is Secretary of State and knowing that she has ambition to be president. Let's just start with that. Secondly, I must say, as a woman, I find it offensive that Hillary Clinton travels to Silicon Valley, a place where I worked for a long time, and lectures Silicon Valley companies on women's rights and technology, and yet sees nothing wrong with taking money from the Algerian government, which really denies women the most basic human rights. This is called, Sean, hypocrisy.
All right, Carly Fiorina, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate it. A lot